You might believe that your intelligence is something you're born with and that it remains unchanged throughout your life. But research suggests otherwise. The way we handle situations and the activities we engage in to stimulate our minds can greatly enhance our cognitive abilities. This doesn't mean you have to go back to school or stuff your shelves with heavy books on complex topics. In fact, according to a recent discussion on the question and answer site Quora, becoming smarter doesn't always require a huge investment of time or effort. When someone eager to improve themselves asked the community, "What can I do to become just a bit smarter every day?" Many users, including seasoned meditators, tech enthusiasts, and business owners, responded with valuable insights. Which of these 10 tips can you incorporate into your daily routine? 1. Optimize your online time. Not every break you take online has to involve browsing social media or catching up on the latest cat memes. The internet is brimming with educational content, such as online classes, thought-provoking TED Talks, and tools for expanding your vocabulary. Swap a few minutes of skateboarding dogs for something that feeds your mind, several commenters suggest. 2. Record what you learn. It doesn't need to be neat or lengthy, but taking a few moments each day to jot down what you've learned can significantly increase your brain power. Write 400 words daily about things you've learned, recommends yoga instructor Claudia Azula Altucher. Mike Shi, a research associate at Bayside Biosciences, concurs. Document what you've learned. 3. Make a done list. A big part of being intelligent is feeling confident and content, so nurture both by noting not just what's left to do, but also what you've already accomplished. The idea of a done list is endorsed by renowned venture capitalist Mark Andreessen, as well as Azula Altucher. Create a list of things you've accomplished to remind yourself of your progress, she advises. 4. Bring out the board games. Board games and puzzles are not only fun, but also great workouts for your brain. Play games like Scrabble, Bridge, Chess, Go, Battleship, or Connect 4. It doesn't matter which, suggests Z. For an advanced brain exercise, try playing without looking at the board. Play Scrabble without using hints or books, agrees Azula Altucher. 5. Surround yourself with smart people. It might be a hit to your ego, but spending time with people who are more knowledgeable than you is one of the quickest ways to learn. Keep smart company. Remember, your IQ is the average of the 5 closest people you associate with, writes Saurabh Shah, an account manager at Symphony Talika. Surround yourself with smarter people, echoes developer Manas J. Saloy. I try to spend as much time as possible with my tech leads. I'm not afraid to admit that I'm only an average coder, and there's much I have yet to learn. Always be humble and ready to learn. 6. Read extensively. This one's no surprise, but it was the most frequently mentioned tip. Reading is essential. Opinions differ on the best materials for brain development, with suggestions ranging from regular newspaper reading to a diverse selection of fiction and nonfiction. But everyone agrees that quantity matters. Read a lot. 7. Teach what you know. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough, Albert Einstein once said. The Quora users agree. Verify that you've truly absorbed what you believe you've learned and that it's firmly embedded in your memory by teaching it to others. Make sure you can explain it to someone else, Z says succinctly. Student John Packles elaborates. For everything you learn, big or small, stick with it until you can explain it to a friend. It's relatively easy to learn new information. Being able to retain it and teach it to others is much more valuable. 8. Experiment with new activities. Shane Parrish, author of the consistently insightful Farnham Street blog, shared the story of Steve Jobs taking a calligraphy class as a young man. After dropping out of college, the future Apple founder had time to explore new interests and stumbled into a calligraphy course. It seemed irrelevant at the time, but the design skills he picked up later became foundational to the first Macs. The lesson: you can't always foresee what knowledge will become useful in the future. Just explore new activities and trust that the experiences will connect in unforeseen ways down the road. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward, Parrish quotes Jobs as saying. To have these dots to connect, be willing to try new things, even if they seem unproductive at the moment. 9. Learn a new language. You don't have to become fluent overnight or move to a foreign country to master a new language. Steadily working on it from your desk can still bring cognitive benefits. Learn a new language. There are plenty of free sites for that, like LiveMocha or Busuu, suggests Aloy. Personally, I recommend Memories once you've got a grasp of the basics. 10. Schedule. Some downtime. It's no surprise that a dedicated meditator like Azula Altucher recommends giving your brain some space to process what it's learned. Sit in silence daily, she advises. But she's not the only one emphasizing the importance of stepping back from constant mental activity. Spend some time simply thinking, proposes retired officer Rick Bruno. He quiets the internal noise while exercising. I think about things while I run, almost every day, he shares.